push Atraxa, Goryo, Flux. Was 2 fetches for Surveillance. I think this is probably a keep. Like, okay, lucky with Surveil. We could hit Looting. Even Thoughtseize good. I also have like cheap interaction, which is probably pretty nice in this format. Alright, that's unfortunate. Seems like the most played deck is just looting. Looks like it's another creativity deck. No good. Let's see if my read was right. Kaido is a Siege Rhino. Did not see that one coming. Alright. Step 1. Oops, Soul Atraxa. Essence Flux better than Ephemerate here. Yeah, it would have been nice if that Fable that had that blue card. Was it close? Do you just not take Force here every time? Alright, their hand's pretty trash. I like the push. Push is good against creativity. Should probably still looting first. I mean, looting right away. Definitely don't want to Thoughtseize them. Flux can go. I'll see. I might just keep the. Just gonna keep both pushes at this point. In the lane so I can surveil. Hello to Boohie. Hello Romancer. Hello everyone. Alright, they have creativity, but they know I have push too, so even if they had it, they wouldn't necessarily go for it. So it's nice, you can just surveil. I don't want, because the first looting is card disadvantage, so I think this is a spot where you just want to surveil it and flash it back. If you have like 2 bad cards in hand, it's probably worth it to keep it. And even then. Alright, let's play Frog over looting. Let's make them have a push here. It'd be funny if they just had a fetch and a creativity. And I just had the double push. Oh, bonjour. Buongiorno. Easy. Wow, don't even let me see my top 10 cards. Rude. Alright, Dress Down. Dress Down, Spellbomb. Surgical is, I mean, I'm assuming they don't just have Archon after sideboard, but Enforce could be good too. Do I have bad cards? Not really. You probably trim some of that stuff after sideboards. What's the worst one? Like Griselbrand? Push. I don't hate push in small numbers. Probably can trim an Essence Flux. I don't even know how that card works if it targets both graveyards. Exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard. Oh, it's pretty good. Maybe I'll do 1 of each. Like this. Might be a matchup where you don't really need this Essence. I guess Essence Flux protects your creatures from removal too. Part's kind of nice. Cool hand. Bonjour, Adam. Sorry, Adam, you missed the 2 Kesses game I'll ever play in this new format. It was just too boring. We played against someone who didn't scoop. We got hated out by a white hate bear deck. Deck seemed like it was maybe a little off too. Do you force here? Try and protect Frog at all costs. Yeah, not interested. What version I played? The one that top 4 the challenge. Just pretty streamlined. It was almost like a struggle. Even when I had everything, it was almost a struggle to like have enough cards to mill them. I added a Kinnan for Teferi. That's the only change I made. Looks reasonable. Maybe Skrelv is okay. Think this is bad. Good enough to top for a challenge. Yeah, I remember that list. Tameo. Tameo's kind of cool. Oh, that's different. Grinding Station. Right, Grinding Station is... Grinding Station. I was wondering, we were like, how did you used to sag the Mox? I couldn't remember. I mean, Archaeologist is a good draw with Flux and stuff, but I have double Frog. It took Spellbomb over Frog. It's also just a blue card. How bad can it be? Grinding Station is a bit better than Jace. Especially when you play Mox Opal, yeah. What do you even play here? Archaeologist first or Frog? No. Make them deal with it. Archaeologist a little higher variance. So they can't... they can creativity if they have Paw Patch. Archaeologist is pretty tempting here, but... I don't know, they couldn't deal with the first Frog, so maybe they might just have a bunch of Graveyard Hate in their hands. Classic Frogs. Raoul. His deck seems better so far. Yeah. Let's season 2 Frog. The genius of Edgar. Alright. Got a game. Two lands Tameshi, no Lotus, Trainer. Trainer finds them lands, and it finds them an artifact. And it gives them a blue creature for flare. Take a land? Alright, sure. Is that better than taking the 1/2? The genius of Twitch chats. Push doesn't do much, right? Even against Tameshi. Dress down, push. Is Commandeer still worth it without ringing the format? What do people even play? Like Fable is a good one? Maybe just a remnant of the old format. I will say I was surprised of how little people were hyped by Frog when it got spoiled. Maybe I'm rewriting history, but I felt like I was like, what? That card is just so pushed. People were like, yeah, it's fine. Like, might see. I don't know. I thought people were like super lukewarm about it. Not that we're saying it was bad or not playable, but it really would be fun to go back and like record these moments and see who said what. Upon release, Frog and Philia were selling for the same price. Okay, yeah. So I was. So it is true. People were not super hyped. Mangu Spike, and you thought the card was good. Oh, did Spike have it that high in his rankings? I'm not saying people didn't think it was good. I just remember reading it and being like what? They like reduce the casting cost, make it hit planeswalkers, give it flying for free, pump it for turn, like just. I mean, I could just call them, right? Just Thoughtseize Belcher Extraction, GG. Can they beat it? Can they beat you down with 1/2s? Not in a rush, right, to Thoughtseize Surgical? I think some people are higher on Invert Polarity than Frog. I was probably pretty high on Invert Polarity. So they have Jaris and stuff, right? I think I'm just gonna play Thoughtseize this time. Sing, Jari, Shoal, Unable to Scream were no Belcher, unfortunate. I guess I should have kept that Swamp. War is a little scary, right? I'll make the Muso. Take both lands? Isn't that like super gamblish? Do I need to? Maybe that was a good play. It's like they're left with so little here. We didn't have Frog in our top 10 with Sodek, but Shirley had Phyrexian Tower. Tying for first was Nadu and Tamio. Well, at least you had Nadu up there. It's pretty solid, and Tamio's goated and Tower. I mean, I had Tower pretty high too, I think. Classic surgical extraction. Literally unplayable. Yeah, I'm not sure I had Frog in my top 5. I say that, but I'm not sure I had Frog in my top 5. What's the sequencing here? Just Archaeologists first, maybe? I'm gonna loot now, because I want to try and find a blue card for my Force. Ugin's Lab bad? Wasn't, I mean, isn't, what? That's been one of the better decks now. Why is Ugin's Labs bad? Let's see. Let's see what I say about Frog.
Many fabled the mirror breakers in some ways.
Another potential build around is Psychic Frog, just good engine, 1/2 for 2 mana, draws you cards, whether it's in a Death Shadow deck. Maybe you combine it with Stamio as, both card engine, card advantage generating engines, super push cards, not super trivial to kill, and yeah, just kind of cards that if you can protect it, can run away with the game on its own. Last couple 6.5s. All right, I had it ranked at 6.5 though, out of 10, so pretty low, but at least I hedged a bit by saying it's a very push card, so I don't know. Ooh, Twin Fear, I'm missing out. Do you just get back Atraxa here and hope to hit another Goryo for next turn? Like, this might be bad for me. I think that's Surgical in their main deck. They're baiting me. Playing Frog first doesn't do a ton for me. Alright, let's just do the thing. Surely that'll be good enough. Why not just end of turn? Oh. No brain. Just more damage. Best to ever do it. Wow. Oh, by the way, we didn't record the podcast, so somehow I completely forgot when I got back from basketball on Tuesday. I completely forgot about the podcast. I didn't check Discord, nothing. So when I wake up, I'm like, oh shoot, I forgot about the podcast. And then I check Discord, and Edgar's like, oh, I'm feeling all sick. Can we record tomorrow? So I was like, oh, that worked out. And then yesterday you feeling a bit better today? I'm leaving for Michigan tomorrow. I mean, we can record from Michigan. It's not a big deal, but tonight still works for me. Yeah, a good week I mean, we'll have at least a little more to talk about. We'll have played more games. You're mostly better. Flage. Blade Chandler, FOMO, Splinter, Twin Kill. You can find a Force of Negation too. I guess I should just bring back Griselbrand at this point now. I guess I should Thoughtseize first. Oh no, I have Essence Flux. I guess Atraxa is just as many cards without having to pay the life. Force. Blue cards. Different stuff here from Michigan. I think half this chat is it's like a quarter of the chat's from Michigan. It's like half the chat's from the Midwest, quarter from Michigan. I have my in-laws. Liz's family, she's from Michigan. Let's try and find another Force of Negation, I guess. Just in case. Okay. Alright, white reds. They're relying on graveyards. So what are they going to have? Goes Vacuum. Leyline of the Void. Deck list. Did I not update the Stream Decker? Monster. I don't think I changed a single card. I didn't add the Fables. I figured Fallaji would just be faster, and maybe Fables too slow. Oh, you left the Discords, or you left this. You didn't send me the updates? No, why would you? Alright, white reds. I mean, Dresdown seems kind of okay, I guess. Maybe Toxic Deluge or Push It's Enough. I even have Emperor of Bones to stub the Delirium. I'll probably lead with looting next turn. Even though all the cards in my hand are kind of good. Oh. Lots of options. Could have Blood Moon. Can I beat a Blood Moon? Could have maybe beat a Blood Moon if I got a basic. That was bad. I didn't want to get Island because I have... Yeah, I should have got an Island. Oh well. Frog might be Blood... Yeah, true. They do tap out for Blood Moon. Blood Moon against the Grixis deck is a little ambitious. Oh, it's just free. Destroying lands. That's a hand. Flage Twin. I guess I take the Flage. Never lucky. Too many creatures. We need the 2-2 split Edgar. 2 Fallaji to 2 Fable split to maximize our hits. Oh, Flage Proof. True. Was that the card we didn't know? Again? Again, Flage Proof? Basic Allen in the yard. Just YOLO. Oof. I had one left. Alright, I don't know if I played that last few turns the best, or that game really the best, either way. It's like I played pretty loose overall, but they decided to like take their perfectly playable deck and add Splinter Twin to it. So we have outs. Oh wait, is that enough? Oh, fetch was enough here. Right, I didn't consider fetch. Okay, I completely punted. Well, I'm just gonna draw Goryo anyways, it's fine. Alright, well, that was really silly. Unlosable game. I did get a little unlucky with Fallaji. I'm gonna trim one of the creatures. More hits for Fallaji. I guess I'll cut a Fallaji. Dude, I have 4 Emperors and I lost to Flage? Really? Oh, screw that. Not playing Deluge against a Go White creature deck. Yeah, good points. We didn't see a ton of Go White game 1, and then, yeah. Not interested. Play play Frog first? Start taxing their enchantment, or do you play Archaeologist? Goryo. I'll play Archaeologist first. This is why I say Frog, in case I naturally draw a creature. Force and Essence Flux. Stick Essence Flux. You see Frog, you play Frog. Not a bad strategy, to be honest. And Surgical good for Flage decks? Yeah, but they're not really just a Flage deck. I think it was pretty big fluke. I lost to Flage last game. I also just completely misplayed. I think it was 4 Emperor of Bones. I don't need to be too scared. And I can protect Frog. A little worse than a Raptor. By a bit. Just a tiny bit worse than Raptor. I'm not playing the Prague RC. Not better. I'm doing commentary for the Prague RC. Second guide. So scary. How close are they from Splinter Twin? 2 card types. Not that close, right? Let's draw ourselves a card, see what happens. Oh, 3 card types with Static Prison, yeah. I'm gonna dress down just in case. Might even dress down in response to them casting a creature. Frog build around. Dress down in response, XDD. How good was the Kefis deck? I don't know. I played 2 matches. We lost to Mono White Hate Bears. And then we beat Creativity. But I don't know, it's just not very enjoyable. Do you just discard the dress down here? Or do you cast it? Cast it and discard it? Oh no, but then I can't save it. Down to 1 cards. Felt like it might have been close if they weren't down to 1 card. Give flying to that one. Sync man up is very nice. So how does that work? Adapt. Whenever 1 or more plus 1, put a creature card exile. How does that work with Flage? Does it even stay into play? Probably doesn't, right? You just have a Helix? Okay. So not bringing it back right away was correct, right? Probably. Helix, and I get a 4/4. Hold it until dress down. Now I have one dress down in my sideboard. Long-term plans. Surgical extraction, what? Goryo's Vengeance. Rude. Oh, Exile's Frog. Wow. You're too slow, Edgar. I'm too bad and you're too slow. Hall of Fame. Yeah. Chat knew it all. Alright, not like a super optimal play here. Do I even bother bouncing it? Probably not. Where does it go? Does it go back to their graveyard? Am I spewing again? Alright, that's finale counter on it. It's nice. Doing this after attacks. Oh, we have to kill it, right? We have to kill the other guides. That actually wasn't like that bad. Chat has to stay nimble to help Gab mid-game, yeah. This year is nice at yours list. My podcast co-host, genius. Can I maybe just win if I get Delirium here? Have instant. I guess I'll just do it. Land sorcery, instant enchantment. They're probably just dead, right? Does that work? Okay. Might actually not completely punt 2 in a row. Could be, yeah. What do you do here? Just surveil turn 1, maybe? Take it a little slow. I like that. You push mana up. I don't know. I mean, Endurance is a pretty good card right now, it seems. Not a force, not interested. So you just surveilled first, right? And then now I loot. Do I even keep a battle push? Some extremely bad draws. Jeez. I'm gonna discard 2 push. This way of death, I'll not see here. I can keep a Goryo. Big 5-0. That was the big 4-0 this year. They took 4 straight up. Let that share here just to thin the deck. I figured I might draw another fetch anyways if I break. Not a fetch. Okay. What's up, GTFO? Thank you so much for the 50. Appreciate it. Maybe with looting, you can play even more creatures. Maybe with looting, you can play more of the big creatures. I mean, obviously this is all result-oriented common, but Does make sense. You're playing 4 Emperor of Bones, 4 Goryo. Makes our sideboard plans probably a little worse. Blasdome? Against the next frog, I guess. Alright, I need Surveillant, Boom Boom, Fallaji, or Looting. Oh, never mind, they don't have that. That doesn't kill, oh, it's 1 or more colors. Alright. We're almost there. Just need to draw the unbanned cards. Easy, right? I wonder if I messed up playing the frog. I could have held it. Could have actually held the frog. Shreds down Subtlety seem good. With some miserable draws, yeah, not great. I might have punted. They're gonna have relics and stuff. Do I want Meltdown? No. Trim in 1 Emperor. Not the worst hands. Oh, my Thoughtseize hots. BRB. Yeah, but I had time to make them get nice. Mulligan to 6. Alright, what do we have? Command. Dismember. Labyrinth, Mind Power Plants. It's gonna take one of the commands, I guess. That was almost a break. Artifacts around Mux safely? I don't know. I don't have the numbers. Maybe there's a Karsten article somewhere. Emperor of Bones plus Fallaji. We know to have Dismember in hand, though. It's a little bad for me to say go if they don't do anything. I guess I get fetched for a Surveil blue lands. It's not that bad, actually. A bunch of lands, all these things. Do they have another spell? Alright, we knew about Dismember. I'm silly. Tarn? That's a good top deck. Oh, they don't have Tron, though? I have the wrong one. Crypt's not the worst for me. They kind of have to use it now, no? Or they lose their Karn. Alright, what's the worst they can do? Hey, Bobbers. That's 6 mana. Whirlpool Engine. They probably have a relic, right? Just another graveyard hate card, maybe. That wouldn't be too bad for me, though. Maybe Ballista. Walking Ballista. Why not top Atraxa and Nuded then Emperor? Why would I waste a Surveil? Whoa! Dude, I do that thing where there's like that button on the side of the mouse that I click sometimes and it just clicks OK. I mean, I don't think it's the end of the world here, but if anyone's wondering why I skipped through for attacks there. Need to do like the people who remove the Windows key, you know, on the keyboard so they don't accidentally press it. I need to like remove the buttons from the side of the mouse. Well, I didn't realize how low I am, actually. Oops. Yeah, I can yeah. It's even weird that they press OK, but dude, that's the card they drew. Must be.
We have top men working on it.
That was
right
unreal.
now. Who? Top men.
Let's say I think he's just immune from getting timed out for just being a jerk for no reason. How do I... Did you see Spike's Grixis Reanimator deck running Persist Archon over Goryo Procon versus the build? I don't know, dude. Why don't you go as Spike? I literally spend no time on Twitch. I don't really like watch other people stream that much.
Listen, we talking about practice. Not a game, not a game, not a game. We talking about practice.
Sorry, I'm all tilted because this game is just silly. I like misclicked, Putin got really lucky, now I bricked on Fallaji. I don't know that I'm quite dead yet, but sure is not looking good. How do I improve my skills? I don't. Not anymore, really. Just don't care as much as I used to. I mean, when I test for a PT or something, or... Probably best thing you can do is just play against better players, think about the game. What's better if I top deck Essence Flux here? Does Emperor even save me? Maybe I'll just walk with Emperor. Just when you play Magic, be focused. I don't know. Just don't have distractions. Right, they can do that anyways. Alright, that was all frustrating. Was that 2-0? That was both games, right, where it just felt pretty unlucky. Burning? Alright, I'll spin the wheel.
XDD time fastest.
Classic burnings. I'll lose my Goryo, don't draw a boom boom, nothing. I lost hollow one at least. Lost my one good cards. Also discarded all the lands. The Ghost Death, thank you so much for the 20 months. Welcome back. Alright, at least the burning quarry was bad for them as well. Looting? Meh. Thundering Falls is gone, so what do I have left? Red black is fine. Alright, put on spin the wheel again. It's a good one this time, Goblin Lore. Net or go 4-5. Oh, push in response. I think the defect's just too good for me. Just literally helps me find my combo and stuff. Then I have to waste 2 cards. Oh. Hey, Ted. There we go. Tracks on the yards. 2 Goryo's gone, I guess. Emperor of Bones be pretty nice here. Get rid of the Phoenix or the Goif. Easy. Easy, do I want to do it now, though? It's not a huge rush, right? I have Force. Dude, what is up with these Fallaji? Your average Kirby. Sounds pretty decent. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the sewer. Thanks for your Prime sub. What's your average Kirby from? I'm missing context. I'm lacking the ref. You just love Kirby. I literally don't know who Kirby is. I'm sure I do, but I can't remember right now. I'm sure if I see a picture of Kirby. Oh, that thing. Kirby's first appearance in the Super Mario franchise is in Volume 5 of Super Mario. Helps Mario. Nice. Dude, the Hollow One deck sometimes is just... Anyone out there spinning their wheels? I should probably bring back Griselbrand. Whatevs. Good enough. Put on a breeze, good enough. How do you sideboard in that matchup? Don't want to do surgical, maybe spellbomb. What are they gonna have? What's their graveyard hate? Leyline? How do I get rid of a leyline? 2 sinks? And when it was my own emperors and frogs, I guess. Deluge. I might not have the life to pay for Deluge though. Oof. Hollow ones. They have Bowmaster. Meltdown, XCD.
Good morning, Goryo's morning. Cheers, bud.
Oh, my cards suck. Null Signal was a 5 months. Thank you so much. Subtlety? You think I'm just like made of cards? I just get to start the game with 10 cards in hand, draw 2 cards a turn? I think Subtlety is good, really. I'm gonna disagree. Whoa, Hype Train. I do have bans and unbans. Correlation between Hype Trains and bans and unbans is quite high. Thoughtseize is probably pretty miserable too. How bad can Dreadstone be?
Yellowhat dab.
Nerdy Steve, appreciate the Prime sub. Welcome back. Have you ever streamed Magic Online, Steve? You don't think? Yeah, I agree. I'm not very high on Toxic Deluge, but Force of Negation, Thoughtseize, I mean, these cards did not seem that great either. You did a Vintage Cube a couple times. Vintage Cube is fun. Is a Vintage Cube on right now, the Christmas Adoration? The official Vintage Cube. I think I'm gonna get Steam Vents just because they're playing the draw discard cards. The damage suck, but I'm gonna loot now too because Bowmaster, etc. Vintage Cube, All Access Pass. Bans and unbans. Just on time for the holiday. The bad weather and the holiday. Alright, that free hollow ones. Free hollow ones enabled. 2 Phoenix in the yard and enough to... Wow. So that's why the people play the deck. That's why people play that deck. I'm still happy to see Faithless Looting back. A shame I retired from Modern way before we got Modern Masters shenanigan cards. RIP Bridgewine. Bridgewine. This is a long time ago. Are we playing the challenge? Well, I don't know if I can. And also, I think I'd rather just play some leagues and get more games in than have to sit in between rounds right now. So, no. But I have a nice blue-black artifact list if you want. No bans, modern. I think dark black-green dark depths usually one of the best decks in that format, and blue-green artifact Oko decks are really good. What else? You just let Emperor get rid of a Phoenix here? How does Phoenix work? They could have done it last turn to give haste to their hollow one. Collect evidence 6. Could gamble and remove Street Wraith. I mean, it's unlikely they can get both Phoenix, right? So I should get Street Wraith. And hope for the best. Oh, Nadu. Yeah, Nadu's probably really good. Does Nadu get... Yeah, a Nadu build was the band. Send a text on Twitter. I can make an exception. Why don't you check my stream decker? Oh wait, it's not the exact list. Because I want to try to. There, it's that. But trim a few cards. I don't know. You don't have to try. That's the list I 4-1 was. I lost to Titan though. Fell a little weak to Titan. I'm gonna play it next, I think. I'm gonna try the familiar card, see if it's any good. Just grind people to the ground and like 5-0 to a Splinter Twin, but I don't know. I don't know. I've seen other people. I see Arena play the deck. Maybe Mengu played the deck, similar to my list. Well, I see my list. It's a list I got from someone else first. Okay, they still have Phoenix. Can they kill me for Archaeologist next turn? Is it trivial? I guess I could loot first, right? No, I can't hit Essence Flux. Oops, all Atraxas. So they can bring back Phoenix, but that shrinks their Netherglaive. So I'm not dead on board, technically. I played the familiar card last night and my opponent discarded Archon, persisted on turn 2. That is a problem right now, lots of Archons. Can the deck beat Meltdown? I beat Meltdown a bunch of times, but... So the answer is yes. They can beat Meltdown. Small sample, but I think people cast Meltdown 2 or 3 times against me and it didn't matter. Because all your creatures don't really care about Meltdown. You're pretty good at rebuilding. Yeah, maybe don't play the familiar. People are playing all these graveyard decks. That is a flaw. It could be a sideboard card, I guess. I'm just not a fan of Shadowsphere in the main deck or in general. What else did I trim to make room? I cut the Shadowsphere, I cut Battle at the Bridge. You could maybe play 1 or 2 copies of Monitor or Thoughtcast. Oh, I cut the Rebukes because I felt like Rebuke Familiar kind of accomplished the same thing. Just play 4 Rebuke. I was hyped about the Familiar. It could be a sideboard tech. Ugh. Yeah, maybe Familiar is just too silly. Maybe I'll try it anyways. But you could just do like this. Keeping these seems good, and then I don't know. Either some of the sideboard card you move to the main, like whether it's Battle, Bowmaster, Zai, Shadowsphere, Crypt's a lot. Or you could add like a Monitor. I tried Cannoneer in the deck. You could play the Third Blood Fountain. I tried Cannoneer and it felt a little expensive. Felt a little slow. Alright, Spellbomb would have been really good. Alright, let's not do the Deluge. Let's just do Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize could mess up their draws. Tonight I learned that Blood Moon plus Meltdown takes out indestructible artifact lands. Dude, what's up with these hands? Maybe they'll play a turn 1 Burning Inquiry. Gamba. Not the worst hand, honestly. All Bills of Affinity. I don't know. I thought Affinity was always a trash deck recently, but Mox Opal's obviously like best possible card, so that could change a lot of things. The Affinity deck was all one-dimensional. But Mox Opal is like literally best card. You know, if you could print the cards, that's not like a literal Mox or Black Lotus or Ancestral Recall or Time Walk. To add to your Affinity deck, it might just be Mox Opal, so I don't know. Yeah, maybe a Scales deck. Scales deck might be scary. Scales deck's not as good as a Mox Opal deck, though, is it? That could be a problem with Scales. That's like doesn't exploit Mox Opal's potential to the fullest, but I'm not sure. Meltdown against Old School Affinity. Yeah, could be a problem too. Every Scales player said the problem of the deck is that full up 2-drops making it slow. Yeah, but is Mox Opal really helping you if you're going like 1-drop Mox Opal? That deck doesn't play a lot of zeros, right? Does it? It has like no zeros, and then you skip from 1 mana to 3 mana. I don't know. I don't know exactly what's in the deck, but it seems like Mox Opal could be awkward. Force some negation and affinity. So yeah, you could maybe play Force or sideboard cards. I mean, you could have Rebuke and Thoughtseize, just play blue-black. That's a card I kept forgetting to add to my blue-black sideboard, the artifact deck. You could just play Thoughtseize in the sideboard. That would help you against Titan too. It's good with Basim and stuff when you're drawing extra cards. Or maybe play Spell Pierce too. Spell Pierce pretty good. Twin. If you take my twin list, maybe add another Lauren Reveal or another Sync. There's a lot of times where I didn't end up getting Mana Screw that often. I did 5-0, but even of the trainer, even on turn 2 of trainer, I was like wishing I had a. Well, looks like Force of Negation would have been better than. Maybe you just have to embrace the brokenness of Goryo and just have Force. Or I could just draw a Psychic Frog here. Oh. One of the hands. One of the hands of all time. What makes Archaeologist better than Prankster? You can blink it with Essence Flux. And it hits non-instant sorceries in theory. Not sure if you have many of those. You have Spellbomb. You could have Fable. Yeah, no, that card's better than Prankster. Also gives you the blocker right away. Pretty relevant against Ragavan. I like how Force of Negation would have won me the game, and instead Thoughtseize was just literally the biggest break ever. Alright, time for Frog to carry. Cracking here seems loose. I agree. They literally have Nether Goat they can cast, right? They need a Tar Fire on top. Yeah, I'm not gonna cast a Thoughtseize. Don't think it accomplishes a ton. And needed for the frog. Fetch mana would have been nice there. Would have let me block with frog right away. Oh, am I just dead? Not quite right. I'm not sure what they did was good there. Probably doesn't matter that much. That's a draw. Do you do it now? They have Phoenix in the yard, I guess. I doubt I'm gonna live. Any draw discard kills me. Bolt kills me, obviously. Push kills me. Do you need to have like Bowmasters and Hollow Wands? That kills me, right? Alright. I think the deck's probably just really good, even though 3-2 is not the most impressive record.